Easy there. I'll walk you through it step by step.
Of the pressing the power button on the computer doesn't respond. This means the computer is not powered on. The problem lies in the power switch. First, we need to confirm if the power strip is powered. If the computer power supply has an independent switch, press the horizontal and turn on the power. If the computer still doesn't have power, check the motherboard and CPU power cables. Check if the cable is plugged in tightly. After the cable is plugged in, if the computer still doesn't respond, then you need to consider whether the power button on the case is broken. We're disconnected in the wrong position. We open the case. Find this set of pins in the lower right corner of the motherboard. This set of pins has a very obvious feature, which is empty in the upper right corner, missing a pen, so it's easy to find. The function of this set of pins is to turn on and off the computer, shut down on restart. We can use tweezers, screwdrivers, and other metal objects. Touch these two pins responsible for power on and off. If the computer is powered on and radiator fan is turning, it means the power button on the case is broken. Were to run position, it is recommended to reconnect to power cable. We can find this set of wires on the case. Among them, powers is responsible for computer start and stop. Connected to the motherboard, to the two pins on the left without a pane. There is no right or wrong. You can connect it randomly. RESETSW is responsible for the computer's reset key. Connected to the motherboard, the two pins below the power switch. Power LED plus and power LED minus, the power indicators. If we don't connect this cable, after the computer is turned on, the indicator light of the power button will now light up. We need to connect it to this position on the motherboard. The last group is HDD LED, which is the hard drive indicator. When our computer's hard drive is reading and writing data, the red light on the case will keep flashing. Some students may think that the red light flashing means the computer is faulty. That's not the case. It's just reminding you that the hard drive is reading and writing data. Now some cases don't have this cable. If your case has this cable, connect it to the lower left corner of the interface. If you don't want the hard drive light to be on, you cannot connect this cable. It will have any impact on the computer. There are also some cases have combined these scattered wires together. This is simple. Find Brock cooler on the interface. Align it with the missing pin on the motherboard. And insert it. If there is no problem with case wiring, or you touch these two pins with a screwdriver, the computer still doesn't respond, it doesn't pair on, then you should consider whether the power supply is broken. To be safe, we can first check if this power cable is causing the problem. This kind of cable is called a three-prong power cord. Generally, rice cookers in some monitors use this kind of cable. We can borrow it to try on the computer first. I've inexplicably broken this power cord after a long time, and finally solved it by changing a cable. If it still doesn't work, it's the power supply that's broken. It's recommended to unplug all power cords from the computer, then find the largest set of motherboard power cables. Like me, the buckle should face upwards. Then use a metal tweezers to short the third Android interface to see if the power fan will rotate. If it doesn't turn, then it's confirmed that the power supply is broken. If the power fan rotates normally, then it may be the motherboard that is broken.
All right, that concludes the explanation. I hope it helps you.